I want my money!
Those are probably the thoughts that have been running through your head in regards to this stimulus check and information. But I have good news for you. The stimulus check is officially on the way, and you're going to find out around when it should be coming, as well as who qualifies to get it, and most importantly, how much is it going to be. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Elijah and welcome to another video produced by Financial Anatomy, the place where you can learn how to take control of your financial destiny. On this channel, we talk about personal finance in regards to young adults in terms of budgeting, investing, as well as how to spend your money to get the best result that you want. And in this video, we'll be giving you an update on the details of this stimulus check in under 8 minutes. Now keep in mind that for me to keep that promise of being under 8 minutes, I do have to leave out the political details, so that's something I'll have the biggest interest in covering anyway. If you want more details on that, I will leave articles for that in the description. But we're going to talk about what y'all want to know the most, which is the details as far as the stimulus check. So according to various news sources that will be linked in the description below, another stimulus check is actually on the way and should be coming out somewhere towards next month. We'll get into when I think it's going to be coming out towards the latter half of the video. So right off the bat, you should know that this stimulus check is more or less a mirror of the stimulus check that you got last time in regards to the CARES Act. So many things will be very similar, with the exception that this bill should address certain things that the other bill didn't address, like adult dependents on tax returns not getting the check. When the check is released, it's going to be given to you in the same way that it was given to you the first time. So if the IRS has your direct deposit information and that's how you got it last time, you're going to get it that way this time also. And the same applies for mailing out the checks. So if you received it via mail because they didn't have that information, you will get it via mail again. Now keep in mind that getting it through the physical mail is always going to take longer than the direct deposit method, but this time around, they have better systems in place to get you the funds. So it should overall go smoother and faster since they've done this one time before. As far as how much the stimulus check will be, the details of how much you're going to get is going to be the exact same as the CARES Act, which goes back to the first time you got your stimulus check. So pretty much anyone who got the first stimulus check is going to get this one. And those details in that video were $75,000 or $150,000 for a couple, as far as the annual income cutoff, that you can get the full $1,200. So for every $500 that you make above that annual limit, $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for combined income if you're a couple, the amount that you get from the stimulus check starts to drop by 5%. So if you want more details on like who would get certain amounts of money in regards to stimulus check, you want to check out the video I did on the CARES Act, which is linked in the description and also in the card right now, as it goes into more details on who would get what. As far as dependents go, it's going to be the same as the CARES Act in the sense of you'll get $500 more for every child that you file as a dependent who's under 17. So if you have 4 children, that would be extra $2,000 that's coming your way. What does make this bill different in a good way is it's been made pretty clear that they're going to add something in regards to adult dependents, like if you're disabled and someone else has found you as a dependent on their tax return, or if you're in college, so you're obviously been filed as a dependent, then in this bill, you should still get a stimulus check in regards to the requirements that we've already covered. Now, the details of that is still kind of fuzzy and being ironed out, so I don't have any details for that right now, but I will keep you posted as more information becomes available. As far as questions about if you're already getting some type of benefit, like Social Security, for instance, will you get the stimulus check? The short answer is yes, you will get it, because that falls under the same parameters as the CARES Act. So you got the check the first time around, you are going to get this one because this bill is mirroring that CARES Act, except for a few changes which will be made for the better, which we've already covered. As far as taxes go, some of y'all may be wondering, will this income be subject to tax responsibility? Like, is it gonna raise my income for the year and I'll have to be paying taxes on it? The short answer to that is no. Just like the first time around, this income is considered a refundable tax credit. And that's just legal jargon for saying that it's not really counted as income, and that's why you're not going to be paying any taxes on the money. Another way of putting it is basically free money the government is giving you because they really want us to start spending money to keep the economy afloat to avoid a recession or even worse, a depression. So all this is great, but exactly when are you going to get your check? Well, it should be important to note that the bill hasn't officially passed yet, but it's more or less guaranteed to pass. If anything is going to change, it's going to be very minor things, but it should actually be passing sometime towards the beginning of August. And when the bill passes, they do have an incentive to get the money out to you as soon as possible. So most people are saying a week after the bill passes, and people are saying that the bill is going to pass around the beginning of August. So me personally, I always add 2 weeks on top of whatever the government gives me because it's the government. We know how they do with time frames. So I would expect the check around towards mid to end August. That's when I'd be expecting the check to come. And how it's going to get to you is going to depend on if they have your direct deposit information or not. If they don't, you'll get it in the mail. If they do, you'll get it via direct deposit, just like the first time. So if they don't have your information, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can give them the information if you want that money in direct deposit form. And there you have it. We have the details of the stimulus check in under 8 minutes without all the political jargon, because a lot of y'all just want to get straight to the point and figure out how is this going to affect me. And I can respect that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's very much appreciated, as well as subscribe if you're new. Like I talked about in my last video, we're going to be covering stimulus check information and unemployment, things like that on this channel in this format, in the sense of we're going to get straight to the bare bones, get you all the information you need in under 8 minutes without filling it with a bunch of fluff and political details, because a lot of y'all don't care about that. Y'all just want to know, where's the Benjamins? So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.